Santos can finish everyone.
Ankalaev.
Thiago Santos.
Take Ankalaev.
Pegulat sambo Dagestan Magomed Ankalaev menunjukkan dirinya dengan sangat baik di bidang MMA Rusia dan sekarang dia semakin dekat ke pertarungan gelar. Kendala berikutnya mungkin pertarungan kali ini yang akan melawan mantan penantang sabuk dari Brasil, Thiago Santos, yang juga mengalami banyak kesulitan. Jadi dia pasti akan menjadi lawan yang serius bagi Ankalaev. Thiago Santos versus Magomed Ankalaev akan bertemu di kartu utama UFC Vegas 50 divisi kelas berat ringan yang akan digelar minggu depan tanggal 13 Maret. Thiago Santos dari statistiknya dalam 5 pertarungan terakhir menerima hasil yang mengecewakan dengan 3 kekalahan dimulai dengan John Jones dan berlanjut dengan Glover Teixeira serta Alexander Rakic. Setelah kekalahan itu, Thiago semakin sulit untuk diunggulkan ketika akan dipotensikan bertarung karena dia sudah tidak lagi agresif, cepat, dan tahan lama seperti sebelumnya. Tetapi ada kekuatan yang cukup di kepalan tangannya. Ankalaev memiliki postur sedikit lebih tinggi namun memiliki jangkauan yang lebih rendah dari Thiago. Sementara untuk dimensi, Santos tentu saja akan lebih kuat. Namun gumpalan otot Ankalaev akan membuatnya kehilangan mobilitas dan akibatnya Ankalaev akan lebih mampu untuk bertahan. Pada posisi stand, keduanya sangat berbahaya. Dan di sini Magomed akan memiliki keuntungan minimal karena usianya yang lebih muda akan mampu mengungguli lawan dalam footwork. Bagaimanapun juga Ankalaev akan menjadi favorit karena ia mampu mengartikan gaya pertarungan yang lebih efisien dan mengontrol posisi dengan lebih baik. Namun tampaknya dari kedua petarung ini akan sama-sama sulit mengejar submission karena keduanya memiliki skill ground and pound yang berimbang. Dalam permainan ground, Magomed lah yang akan memiliki lebih banyak peluang untuk menang karena dia bisa menjatuhkan pemain Brasil itu dan kemudian dengan tenang bekerja dengan segala kombinasi. Belakangan ini para petarung Rusia dijadikan favorit besar meski tidak sepenuhnya pantas untuk yang demikian. Thiago pasti tidak akan menjadi mangsa yang mudah bagi Magomed. Oleh sebab itu diharapkan petarung Rusia itu agar mampu lebih berhati-hati lagi dengan daya pikir yang dingin. Untungnya Ankalaev memiliki semua ini. Jadi dia harus bisa secara bertahap menghancurkan pertahanan lawan, memasang jebakan, dan menyeretnya ke area yang menyulitkan. Untuk mengembangkan prediksi ini, inilah pendapat dari para veteran atau petarung aktif UFC, pertarungan antara Thiago Santos versus Magomed Ankalaev.
Fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA. His name sort of being in the talks. Magomed Ankalaev, was that ever offered to you, or is that someone that was ever, on your mind as far as another opponent? Because he's another guy who's picked up a nice winning streak.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, he is a guy. He won almost all his fights, and he won against Volkan, so he had only one win in the top 10 division. So it basically, if I fight him, it's like I lose a lot, but I don't gain nothing. So yeah, exactly. I think he has the next fight against Thiago Santos, who is in the top 5. So after this fight, and I think he's doing pretty good, and he's a good guy. I think those are the names. Me, Giri, and Magomed Ankalaev, we're gonna be like for a long time in the division, and we're gonna fight against each other for a long time. So sooner or later, I'm gonna facing this guy as well. So he has now a big fight against Thiago, and it's gonna be a hard fight because Thiago is a very good opponent and a good martial artist. I mean, those guys are, all of them are monsters. So if he win the fight, he's gonna be in the picture of the title run, and we're gonna be all of us gonna be in the top 5, and then everything can happen.
Yeah, I think Ankalaev wins. The reason why I say I think Ankalaev is gonna win because I think Ankalaev has more flow and is better at putting his strikes together, and Santos is just a power puncher. He just sits back and he's hoping to catch you with that one big shot that's going to put you away or just do damage to where he can jump in and finish you. He has no real strategy on how from start to finish, how I'm gonna go out here and win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a build, like, all right, like if we're playing football and stuff, you just come out, oh, I'm just gonna score a bunch of touchdowns. I got this guy, he's fast. Hopefully he'll get in an open field, and then, you know what I mean, if he can get in open field, he's gone. Nobody's gonna catch him. He's gonna score. Whereas Bill Belichick comes out like, all right, they're weak here. We can pound them here. I know whenever they're usually going to this personnel, this guy's, you know what I mean, this guy, and I can go. I can do shit like that when it comes to fighting. These guys can't. You know what I'm saying? They're just power punchers.
You know, Santos can finish anyone, but he's wild, he's reckless, and Ankalaev is very technical and calm and collected. I think Ankalaev is gonna win, but you know, I really like Thiago, so I'm rooting for him.
I like Santos, like until he shows me, because he still looks, even after the injury with John in the long layoff, even in that fight with Glover where he kind of got handled on the ground, but that was to be expected. He rocked Glover a few times. Like, he still has that power, he still has that explosiveness, he still got all the capoeira stuff. Like, that stuff scares me. You don't know if he's gonna throw a spinning head kick on the drop of a dime or jumping knee. He's just so explosive, and he has all these avenues to victory. I'm gonna go with Santos.
Man, that's another one where I want to take Thiago Santos. It depends on how healthy Thiago is, because he didn't do well at all with Glover or anybody. Like, people trying to take him down, they've been taking him down like nothing lately. So, you know, I'd like to take Thiago, but it appears as though his competitive fire kind of burnt out after his title run. So I'm gonna go with the young gun in this one.
I think I'm gonna take Ankalaev. I think that guy's a killer, man. I think he's got it right now, and he should be the next one up here pretty quick, going for that title.
I like Magomed Ankalaev. I think Thiago's slowing down a lot. He's not moving the same way he was with knee surgeries. He's a lot more planted. I mean, who knows? But I just think that the recent experience is going to be the deciding factor.
It's hard to pick against somebody named Magomed Ankalaev. That is about the manliest name of anyone I've ever heard of. So I think I'm gonna pull for Magomed.
That has the ability to be an absolute firecracker of a fight, but Magomed Ankalaev has been on a warpath, and Thiago is really good, but he's got to regain his stride. So I think that just the way the momentum is right now, it favors Magomed Ankalaev.
That dude's dangerous, he's tough, he's good everywhere, he doesn't have any glaring holes in his game. He's got one loss, I think, in the UFC. I think it's only to Paul Craig, which Paul Craig's notorious for catching people that he shouldn't catch. Thiago is, I don't know, you don't know which one's going to show up. You know, if the Thiago Santos spot John Jones shows up, which is who we've been waiting for a while, and we haven't seen him back yet, you know, Ankalaev's going to have a tough time. But, you know, I've always had a lot of respect for Volkan Ozdemir, and what Ankalaev kind of did to Volkan was very, very impressive to me. I think that one's a toss-up, to be honest with you. He does a really good job dealing with those kind of strikers. He does a really good job. Ankalaev will shoot takedowns if he feels like he needs to, and I suspect in this fight that's going to be his plan. If that's the case, Thiago's going to have a really long night.